Does physical education have a future? Think about it for a second. So, if we, according to one of the most relevant PE and sport pedagogy scholars at the moment, David Kerr, we have three options in PE for the future. More of the same, so that is the PE that we all live, and that is a reality in most of the schools in the country and all over the world, or we need a radical reform or extinction. So, because we don't really want the extinction, as part of this radical reform, this is where curricular model stands. So you are very lucky in this country because not many countries in the world have a framework like the senior cycle physical education framework, which is built and framed with this curriculum model. That's great. So as I told you, as I said, not many countries. So we are very lucky here to have this framework because we recognize the potential of using curriculum models in terms of student learning and engagement. And that's basically what research says at the moment. So, for example, in this paper of Ask Casey, he basically do a lit review in terms of teacher experience when using a curriculum model approach. And in this other, David Kerr is more a theoretical paper in which he reported and he talked about the educational value of curriculum model-based approach. That are two really good papers that I will share with you in the online learning tool. So basically, when we look at the literature, these are the reasons that most of the authors talk about when analyzing teachers in using a curriculum models approach. So this is a big change for teachers that need to learn in a new way of teaching, and that sometimes is difficult for some preservist teachers especially because we need to shake off. You need to get out the traditional teacher-led approach and then think about a more student-centered approach. So that takes time and it's hard to sustain change. So that's difficult sometimes, and as I said, take time and need support. That's very important. But this is one of the most important reasons too. So when teachers are teaching using a curriculum models approach, so the teacher have a new role. So it's not anymore the provider of knowledge. So he is more a person who is activating and creating learning experiences for all the students. So, and for that, you need a higher degree of pedagogical content knowledge. That's very important. So if we look at the findings that are published in the best journals, we will find many positive findings in terms of teachers using curriculum models in all the levels, in primary and in post-primary too. So the evidence is there, and so there is a much more effectiveness in terms of enacting PE and enacting the content using curriculum models, and has some cons too, as everything, some ramification, but especially in terms of the new teacher role. So as I said, the teacher is not anymore the provider of knowledge, but the person who creates. So the student is in the center of the learning, and that sometimes takes time, and I said needs support and sometimes increase the workload. But overall, the experience of the students is very positive in terms of learning and engagement. So that's the most important. So if I ask you this question again after this short video, does physical education have a future? I think there is just one single answer, and is yes, it does. And now we are finishing with a more optimistic song than the previous one. So we really believe that physical education have a future, and curriculum models is one big part. So the role of curriculum models in this future of physical education is massive, and your role is also very important. No pressure,